This conference will now be recorded.
Then we talked about the collapse of Safavid Empire and Nadir Shah Empire, yeah, if you remember. So the greatest military commander. Nadir Shah Empire, yes. So, he created huge empire in Azerbaijan. Even during his period, Azerbaijan's border reached to the India. Yes, he even occupied Indian territories. Yeah. So Azerbaijan, so it is one of the largest empire in Azerbaijan history. Unfortunately, it only lasted 11 years. Yes, if you remember. And Nadir Shah was suddenly assassinated by one of his close the guards, and unfortunately, as you see, this the huge empire only existed in Azerbaijan 11 years. Yes, so that's why they did not play important role in Azerbaijan history. Only 11 years. Okay. Jalil, what do you remember from our previous topic?
So Nadir Shah like conquered most of the Safavid old Safavid empire, and then he became the king and became like and made it the Nadir Shah empire.
Yeah, so you are right. But what about what do you think? What happened after Nadir Shah's assassination? Was someone able to restore Safavids or Nadir Shah empire, or Azerbaijan split into different parts? Because after Nadir Shah's death, no one was able to rule this huge empire. Yes, so that's why this huge empire split into different parts. Yes, I mean the following the Nadir Shah's death. Yes, after Nadir Shah's death, Azerbaijan entered into the period of Khanates. Or so I mean, what is a Khanate? Today we will talk about the period of Khanates in Azerbaijan. First of all, we need to understand what is a Khanate. Yes, Khanate. Look, what is that? What do you think, guys? What is a Khanate? Any idea, please?
Someone who lived there.
Someone what?
Someone who lived in that empire.
No, actually. As I already mentioned, no one was able to rule Nadir Shah's, to preserve Nadir Shah's empire. Nadir Shah's empire collapsed, and Azerbaijan split into different parts, yes, different independent states. There wasn't any single state in Azerbaijan. Different states ruled by different rulers, yes. For example, you see, Azerbaijan, Guba of Azerbaijan, one of the Azerbaijan province, was ruled by the independent ruler. Shechi was ruled by another ruler. Different rulers ruled Azerbaijani territories. Yes, there wasn't single state in Azerbaijan. Huge empire, one single state ruled by only one ruler. Yeah, just number of states, independent states ruled by independent rulers. Each of them was hostile towards each other. Yeah. Okay. So why it is this period, guys? Starting from the Nadir Shah's death, I mean, Nadir Shah died in 1747, yes. Immediately after Nadir Shah's death, yes, Azerbaijan history is called, this period of Azerbaijan history is called period of Khanates. Yeah. Why it is called period of Khanates, guys? Period of Khanates. It lasted until the Russian occupation of Azerbaijan. Russian occupation of Azerbaijan at the beginning of 1804, yeah, approximately 50 years, more than 50 years, from 1747 until 1804. This period, look at chart, please. This period is known as a period of Khanates. Okay, let me to explain what is a Khanate. Khanate, guys, was independent small kingdom. Yeah, Khanate was small kingdom exists in Azerbaijan. Yes. So why it was called Khanate, not just a kingdom or small state, stateless? Yes, it was called Khanate because these small states were mainly ruled by Khans. Or Khan was a ruler, guys, like the king. Yes. For example, in the European countries, it was called the king. In Azerbaijan, it was called Shah, the ruler of the country, yes, state. But Khan was an alternative word to Shah or king, yeah, Sultan, for example, the ruler of the country, yeah. Khan was ruling these small states. That's why this small kingdom was also known as what? Khanate, yes, Khanlık or Khanate. Did you understand me? Why it's called Khanate period?
Yes.
Yeah. What about you guys, Melech and Ayhan? Sorry. Why this period was called Khanate period of Khanates? Melech. Why? Because
the last, because throughout 1747 and 1804.
yeah, this is the yeah. By why? Because Azerbaijan, after Nadir Shah's empire collapsed, Azerbaijan divided into several parts. Yes, different small states, small kingdoms, small states. These states, small states, were called what? Khanates. Yes, Khanates. Yeah. Why they were called Khanates? Because their ruler's title was Khan. Khan. Yes, Khanates. Khan was a person ruling Khanate, small kingdoms. Because of this ruled by the Khans, this kingdom, small state, was called Khanates. So in that period, there were more than 20 small states in Azerbaijan. Do you understand? No single unit state, but different small states in Azerbaijan. Yeah? Is it clear? For example, each of these small territories were independent states. Look at map, please. Each of them were independent states. For example, Guba Kingdom, Shechi Kingdom, yes. Karabakh.
Did they got did they get their name by the small kingdom?
City. Yes, these kingdoms, small kingdoms, took their names from the capital city or the name of the territory. From the name of the territory. For example, the capital city of Guba Khanate was Guba. That's why this Khanate was called Guba Khanate. For example, there was also Baku Khanate. Yes, Baku was a small state at that time. Why? Because why it was called Baku Khanate? Because the capital city was Baku. Yes, Shaki, for example, and Nakhchivan, for example, or Iravan. Yeah, you see different Khanates. And when it comes to the southern part of Azerbaijan, Tabriz Khanate, for example, Urmia Khanate, yeah, different states. So let me to explain what is the main features of this period, guys. Main feature. Let me to summarize this part. Yeah, you see, can you please get familiar yourself with these points? Look, the main features of the period of Khanate. The main feature of these periods, yeah. First of all, first feature is that there wasn't single state in Azerbaijan. Yeah, more than 20 small kingdoms in Azerbaijan exist in Azerbaijan at that time. Second main feature, Azerbaijani lands were ruled by different independent rulers. So these small states, guys, were very hostile toward each other. Yeah, they always fought each other within Azerbaijan. Independent small states fought each other in order to be stronger, yes, in their own territory, to rule their country independently. Each of them attacked on each other's.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Second, they fought each other in order to preserve their independence, to rule their country independently. Yes, no one had interest to rule Azerbaijan, to unite Azerbaijan territories and to create a single state in Azerbaijan. Yes, they only cared about their own territory. They didn't care about the unified Azerbaijan, a united Azerbaijan. Yeah. So another future, when the neighbor states, for example, let's say the Christian state, yes, the Georgia, Russia, attacked on Azerbaijan, this small state, rather than uniting their military forces against the common enemy, what they did, they fighting with each other. Yes, they didn't combine their forces against the common enemy. That's why it was very easy to occupy Azerbaijan territories. Yes. Yeah. Did you understand the main features of this period? Ayhan, can you please summarize the main features of this period?
Can you say the question? Can you say the question again?
There wasn't single state in Azerbaijan. Yes, different states, different rulers, different territories ruled by the different independent rulers. Yes, they fought with each other. There was lack of the unity among them. Yes, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you understand?
Say the question.
What?
The question you asked me.
Yeah, my question was the main futures of this period of Khanates. Well, when I say you, can you please explain me what is the period of Khanates in Azerbaijan history? What would be your answer to my question? Yeah.
I don't understand.
You don't understand? Okay, let me to explain again. So, for example, let's say this is class. Yes. Let's say that I am the ruler of this class. Yes, you are. So each of you are independent. So not independent, but each of you are dependent on me. Yes, because I am the only ruler of this class, of this state. Let's say. Yes. What about if I died and then you got independence? Yes, Malaj, Ayhan, and Jalil started to rule their own state independently. Yes. What does it mean? It means there is no one state. Yes, different states, independent states within one territory. Yeah, this is the same thing to what happened in Azerbaijan in after Nadir Shah's empire collapse. Yeah. Azerbaijan territory is divided into different independent states, and each of them just ruled their own territory, didn't care about the united Azerbaijan. Yes. Ayhan, do you understand what I mean by that? United Azerbaijan. Yeah? So, do you understand what's the difference between single state and a different state within the one territory? Which one is better?
State.
Which one is better?
A single state or?
Of course, single state, because there is a central government rules everything in the country. Yes, but it is easy to protect your country as well when there is a single state. Yes, united state. But if your territories had been divided into several parts, is it easy to protect your country? Yeah, it's not. Because why? Because you don't have enough army, because your state is small, and it is not possible to protect yourself. Yeah, am I right?
Was Khanates was a small kingdom.
Yes, different states exist in Azerbaijan during that period. For example, Safavids was a single state. Yes, Nadir Shah Empire was also single state, if you remember. Yeah. So that's why it was easy to protect Azerbaijani lands from the neighbors' attacks, yes, if they wanted to occupy Azerbaijan. But when it comes to the Khanate period, no. This period is the awful period in Azerbaijan history, because why? Because because of the lack of the unity in Azerbaijan, among Azerbaijan states, our neighbors attacked and occupied our territories very easily, yes? That's why. For example, have you ever heard about Russian occupation of Azerbaijan? You know, Azerbaijan lived under Russian occupation more than 100 years, yes? Why? Because of this period made it easy for Russia to occupy Azerbaijan territories in a short time, yeah?
Because Azerbaijan kingdoms were really weak.
Yeah, they were small states and not able to fight with the huge Russian empire. But they did not unite their forces, for example. When Russia attacked on Azerbaijan, they did not combine their forces against the common enemy, yes? Rather, they fought with each other, sometimes where they negotiated with Russia, yes, rather than combining their force against Russian Empire, they betrayed each other. They made alliance against each other with the Russian Empire or the Georgian state, Iranian ruler, yeah? You see, lack of the unity among Azerbaijani state, yes?
Wait, who betrayed?
The Azerbaijani states, it betrayed each other. For example, they negotiated with the Russia against each other. So that's why Russia occupied Azerbaijan easily. For example, let's say Karabakh.
Russia was strong and
yeah, of course. So let's say that I have 5 fingers, yes? When I combine my fingers, I'm becoming stronger, yes? But if I use the fingers one by one, I'm not stronger because, you know, unity is important, yes? Let's say, it's just example. Okay, for example, Karabakh was one of the states in Azerbaijan at that time, yes? And Sheki was another independent state. For example, Karabakh accepted Russia's power, but others not, let's say, yes. Karabakh Khan negotiated with Russia, yes, because he realized that it is not easy to defeat Russia. But let's say that if they combine their forces against Russia, would it be easy occupation of Azerbaijan with Russia? Of course, no. Russia wouldn't occupy Azerbaijan so easily, yeah? Anyway, guys, I want to explain these states one by one. For example, let's say the Shechi Khanate. First one was Shechi. First independent kingdoms, which was founded in the northern Azerbaijan, was Shechi Khanate. Yes, guys. It was located on the northern western borders of Azerbaijan. Yeah. So interestingly, this is the first Khanate founded in Azerbaijan. It had been established even during the Nadir Shah was still alive. Yeah, it was the first Khanate in Azerbaijan. You see, this is the flag and the symbol of the Shechi Khanate. Yeah. So the founder of this state, I mean the Shechi Khanate, yes, was Haji Chalabi Khan. Haji Chalabi, immediately after Nadir Shah's empire's collapse, yes, he declared himself independent ruler in one part of Azerbaijan, in Shechi province of Azerbaijan, yes. So interesting, guys. Sometimes some of these khans, some of these independent states, rulers, they try to unite all Azerbaijan territories in a single state, yes. But unfortunately, they failed. For example, one of these rulers was Haji Chalabi Khan. Yes, he wanted to unite all Azerbaijani territories in one single state. Yes, to restore the Nadir Shah's empire or the huge Azerbaijan state. Yes, but unfortunately, he failed. Why? Because other Azerbaijani rulers did not accept his unification policy. Do you know what's unification policy? Malish, do you know what's a unification policy? What do you understand when I say unification? No idea?
No.
Well, can you please explain me in English what is the meaning of unite in English, unification in English, or uniting something?
I don't know how to explain it. I know what it means. Like when things come together.
Yes, things come together. Well, can you please apply this definition to Azerbaijan? Azerbaijan were fragmented. Yes, Azerbaijan lands were fragmented, no single state, different. It was, how can I say? There was need to bring all parts of Azerbaijan together. Yes, this is unification policy. Unification. It means, as you mentioned, to unite all Azerbaijan territories in a single state. To bring something closer to each other. Yes, it happened in Azerbaijan. For the Hacı Çelebi, the Shechi Khan, ruler of the Shechi, founder of the Shechi Khanate, he wanted to unite all Azerbaijan territories in a single state. However, he was not stopped by other Azerbaijani rulers. Why? Because they didn't accept Hacı Çelebi's power. They wanted to rule their own territories. They didn't care about what? The United Azerbaijan, yes? United Azerbaijan. Jal, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that United Azerbaijan. Can you please explain me what you understand by unification, unification policy by the ruler?
Is it when like all of wait, what was it called again?
Khan,
Khanate.
yes. Ruler.
Khanates.
You can,
Is it when all of the Khanates like come together and
create a single state?
Like, yeah.
Yes, you are right. So one of these rulers who tried to unite all Azerbaijan territories was Hacı Çelebi, but he failed because why? Because of lack of the unity among Azerbaijani Khans. When they see that all of them saw Hacı Çelebi or Shechi Khanate as a threat to their independence. Yes, they just wanted to rule their own territory, did not care about the unified Azerbaijan. So when Hacı Çelebi tried to unite all Azerbaijan territories, they made alliance with the Georgian ruler. They invited the neighbors against Hacı Çelebi. They made alliance against Hacı Çelebi Khan. Yes, to understand the problem was what? Lack of the unity among Azerbaijani states. Okay, so it was the first Khanate in Azerbaijan. First Khanate, yeah. So you see, what have you ever visited to Shechi Khan Palace? Have you ever seen this palace? It's one of the historical monuments in Azerbaijan, located in Shechi. No? It is summer residence of Shechi ruler, Shechi Khan, located in the center of the Shechi. Even today, it's one of the most important historical monuments in Azerbaijan, even included to the list of World Heritage of UNESCO. Yes, this is really sophisticated building. I mean, astonishing building. Why? Because of its decoration. Yeah, you see, the masters, while constructing this building, never used any nails. Can you imagine? They just used different ornaments, decoration on the wall. Yeah, this was palace of Shechi ruler, Shechi Khan. Yeah. So I think I'm really surprised why you have not heard about this monument, because this is one of the places, if you want to travel to Azerbaijan, it's one of the places you need to visit. The most important place, actually. It's highly recommended by travel agencies to travel this part of Azerbaijan. Yeah. Okay, guys. So second independent state in the northern part of Azerbaijan was Karabakh Khanate. Yeah, Karabakh. You know the Karabakh, yeah, it is located in the western part of Azerbaijan. As you know today, the Karabakh was under the Armenian occupation since the 1990s, but Azerbaijan liberated these territories the last 2 years ago. I mean, yeah, 2020 in the Second Karabakh War. Yeah, so this Khanate was another independent state in Azerbaijan at that time during the Khanate period. I mean that it was I would say that it was the largest and the second strongest Khanate in northern Azerbaijan. Yeah, the capital city, founded by Penahali Khan. Yes, and the capital city was Shusha. Yeah, you know Shusha is located in the top of a mountain. Yeah, it is not easy to capture this city. Yes, that's why the Penahali Khan ruler of the Karabakh Khanate, yes, he decided to move the capital city to Shusha fortress. Why? Why Shusha? Why do you think he chose Shusha as a capital city, Malech?
What was the question?
The capital
Is
city
it because it was hard to like it's a really good place for defending?
Yeah, it was located in favorable strategic position. So so on the top of mountain, yes. So it wasn't easy to capture or attack on the capital city of that state. Yes, that's why he moved the capital city to Shusha. It was hard to capture the capital city, yes, in order to protect the state from any attacks. He decided to move the capital city to Shusha. Previously, for example, capital city was Bayat Castle. This one, you see. Let me to show this one, yeah, Bayat. Later, it was moved to the Shahbula. Karabakh Khan Center was there. You see, they were located in, how can I say, not mountainous areas, yes. So it was easy to attack to this fortress. By the way, these castles are located, all located are in the territories where Armenians had occupied these territories, yes. Okay, but the last they decided to change the capital city to Shusha because it was located very strategic position, not easy to occupy because of located on the top of a mountain, yeah. Okay, I would like to talk about another independent Azerbaijan Khanate, Yerevan. So, you know, Yerevan is the Armenia's capital city today, yes? Yeah, you know, Yerevan, or they call it Yerevan, yes? Armenian Republic's capital city. But guys, please keep in your mind firmly, Yerevan is a historical Azerbaijan territory, yeah? The Armenians made the capital city Yerevan at the beginning of the 20th century, yeah? But before that, Yerevan was Azerbaijan territory. You see, Azerbaijanis even had created the Yerevan kingdom in this part, yes? Look, Yerevan Khanates, the population of Yerevan was predominantly Azerbaijani Turks, yeah? Our ancestors, the Azerbaijani Turks, they lived in these lands since the ancient times. But what happened when Armenians did their capital city, did Yerevan as the capital city of their state? Because guys, because of the Russia. When Russia occupied Azerbaijan, they intentionally settled the many Armenian families to Yerevan, and they changed ethnic composition of this territory on behalf of Armenians. Did you understand how they changed these capitals? How the Armenians how Yerevan became the capital city of Armenia? Yeah, Ayhan, did you understand? Yerevan was one of the kingdoms in Azerbaijan during the Khanate period. But the population of this Khanate were mainly Azerbaijanis, Turks, not Armenians, yes. But today, Yerevan is Armenia's republic's territory, yes. Why? Because of the Russia. When Russia occupied Azerbaijan, they settled Armenians to Yerevan, and so they forced Azerbaijanis to leave the Yerevan territories. That's why. Is it clear, Malek?
Yeah.
Why, Malek? Why do you think Yerevan was the capital city of Armenia today? Who did it?
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't
My
hear.
question is that why do you think Yerevan is today Armenia's territory? How the Armenians live here?
Because
But
it's a very historical land.
it is our historical lands. Yes, you are right. But what happened when Russia occupied Azerbaijan at the beginning of 19th century? Then
All the
yeah, Russia settled Armenia.
they all like split into different kingdoms.
Yes, They occupied the all Azerbaijani territories, including Irawan. Then what they did, they intentionally settled Armenians to Irawan. But before that, this territory were mainly populated by Azeris, yes, Azerbaijanis. You understand me? What I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but then what happened? Russia, Russia settled Armenian families to Irawan, and Azerbaijanis were forced from the historical homes, from their hometowns, yes, homeland. So that's why this place,
Who settled?
a Russian empire, Russia.
Okay.
When they occupied Azerbaijan, they settled many Armenian families in Irawan, as a result of which the ethnic composition of this territory was changed on behalf of Armenians. Yes, before that it was mainly populated by Azerbaijanis, but later it turned to be mainly populated by Armenians. Why? Because of Russia's resettlement policy. They resettled Armenians to Azerbaijan, the main historical lands, and later they gave Irawan was turned to be the capital city of Armenian Republic. And okay, good. So you see, guys, it is the flag of Irawan Khanate. Let me to share. So you see lion, yes, guys. What do you think? Why Azerbaijani kingdoms, small states, they always use a lion and the sun as a symbol of their states? What does it symbolize, do you think?
Does it symbolize bravery?
Yes, you are right. The strength of the power of the state, yes. For example, the Christian state usually use eagle in their flags as a symbol of the state, yes, to show the strength of the state, yes. But when it comes to Muslim countries, especially Azerbaijani states, they always use a lion in their flags as a symbol of the power of their state, yes. For example, Safavids also use lion, and for example, Nadir Shah also used a lion in the flag. But interestingly, another symbol in Azerbaijan state's flags is green color. What do you think, guys? What does green color symbolize? Green color.
Does that symbolize independence?
Green color, you mean?
Yeah.
No, green color symbolizes the Islam religion, yeah. Okay, but for Iran, for example, did not use green color in their flags, but they use lion. Yeah. So what is interesting on the flag, guys? Iran flag of the Iran Khanate. There is something written in Arabian language. Yes, you see.
Is that ancient Arabic?
Of course, it's Arabic language and it's used during the Middle Ages. Yes, not the modern Arabic language, most probably. It's a little bit different. It's more difficult than the modern Arabian language. Of course, it's not so easy to understand that most like the English, ancient English language. Yeah. Okay, guys. Anyway, please keep in your mind the existence of Irawan Khanate in Azerbaijan shows that what? Irawan is a historical Azerbaijan territory, yes, even more mainly populated by Azerbaijani Turks. For example, dynasty which ruled Irawan state, yes, Irawan kingdom was Turkic originated Qajar dynasty, yes, ruled by the Qajar dynasty, the Turkic originated, Turkish Qajar dynasty. So when it comes to guys, northern Azerbaijan, another strong and large Azerbaijan independent kingdom was Quba. Yeah, you know, today is Quba in Azerbaijan. As Azerbaijan part is very famous for apple production in Azerbaijan. Yeah, you know, it's located on the coast of Caspian Sea in the northern border of Azerbaijan. It has border with Russia as well. Yes, as you know, this part kept very close to Baku. So, and during that period, during the Khanate period, guys, Quba was one of the largest and strongest Khanate in Azerbaijan. This Khanates, the strongest, powerful king was Fatali Khan. Fatali Khan had been able to at least unite the northern eastern part of Azerbaijan in a single state. However, again, guys, his unification policy was also stopped. By why? Why unification policy of that rulers, someone who wanted to create a single state, failed, guys? Why do you think it failed? Melesh, what do you think? Why did their unification policy always failed?
Maybe because other rulers didn't agree with it.
Yes, others did not agree. They didn't care about the unified Azerbaijan. Yes, they always wanted to rule their own state. Yeah, that's why it failed, I think. Yeah, the lack of the unity among them. Okay, good. And I think another reason was that there wasn't enough strong ruler like the Nadir Shah, yes, to be able to unite Azerbaijan, yes. Maybe that's the reason. For example, let's put the Nadir Shah into the place of, let's say that Haji Chalabi or Guba Khan. I think Nadir Shah was a very smart and capable military commander. He forced 3 empires to leave Azerbaijan territories in a short time. I think that another reason was there wasn't a strong ruler to be able to rule to unite all Azerbaijan territories in a single state. So, guys, overall, when it comes to southern Azerbaijan, there wasn't also independent kingdoms in Azerbaijan. Southern part, Urmiya Khanate. Today, it's the part of Iran Republic. It was also ruled by the Afshan dynasty, Nadir Shah's relatives, yes. They also had unification policy, but it failed as well because of the lack of the unity among them. Okay, conclusion, guys. Overall, I want to give you 3 minutes. Can you please read this conclusion? And I would like to hear your opinion why overall the unification, overall this period is considered to be the worst period in the Azerbaijan's history. Yeah, can you please read this part? You have 3 minutes. Okay. So, has someone finished already?
Yeah, I'm not finished.
I'm
Okay.
finished.
Wait, were we meant to read the whole thing or just the yellow?
No, the whole page.
I
I've
have.
finished.
Okay, good. I'll ask questions, please. Wait 1 minute, Telly.
I
Let me.
haven't.
Okay, I'm waiting. No worry.
Hold on. I'm finished.
Right? Okay, let's start. First of all, who would like to summarize or outline the problems in the period of Khanates? The main problems of the period of Khanates. How it had a negative impact of Azerbaijan over Azerbaijan. Yeah, Ayhan, would you like to answer my question?
Yeah.
Why this period is the worst period in Azerbaijan history?
Because Azerbaijan was very weak, and all the independent states were getting getting occupied by the Russians.
Why? Why Russia easily occupied Azerbaijan and Iran? They divided Azerbaijan territories. Why? Because of Azerbaijan was weak. Why it was weak?
Because of the rule. What was because of the because they invaded one at a time.
Because why? Because why, Malach? What was the problem is that why Azerbaijan was weak at that time and not able to protect the country from the foreign attacks?
Is it because they were all like they weren't unified, so they had to go up against them like there were very little of them to go against a big army.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
my microphone wasn't working.
Yeah, what, Malach?
My microphone wasn't working. Sorry.
Okay. So overall, guys, what was the problem? Because when let's say the neighbors they attacked Azerbaijan territories, yes, rather than the uniting the forces, the uniting against a common enemy, what they did, they sometimes came agreement with occupiers to strengthen their own position, their own state. They didn't care about the other part of Azerbaijan, whether it was occupied by Russia or not, let's say, yes. They just wanted to save their own lands, yes, to protect their own lands. That's why, overall, because of the lack of the unity among Azerbaijani clans, so it was not possible to protect Azerbaijan territories from the occupiers. That's why at the beginning of 19th century, Azerbaijan was occupied by Iran and Russia. There is a famous Iranian-Russia war at the beginning of 19th century. As a result, Azerbaijan territories divided between them. Southern part of Azerbaijan occupied by Iran, yes, all Khanates in the southern part of Azerbaijan, and all northern part of Azerbaijan, all different independent states, occupied one by one by Russia. For example, guys, Russia first occupied Ganja, yes, Ganja Khanate, yes, but other Azerbaijani rulers did not take lesson from the occupation of Ganja, yes. Rather than combining their force against Russia, they negotiated with Russia. For example, Karabakh Khan, after Ganja's occupation by Russia, Karabakh Khan came and decided to negotiate with Russia. Yes, it was a problem, guys. You see, they did not combine their forces against a common enemy. Okay, that's all. I hope you understood topic well. We have two tasks to do today. First of all, I want you to answer these questions. Then I want so you have also the crosswords to complete for today. But before,
do we answer all of them?
Yeah, no. Let's answer one by one, okay? First, for example, first question is for Ayhan. Second question, the second, and then the main future period of Canada, Azerbaijan. You think that, yeah, so let's say that, why do you think Karabakh Khan's and main game? No, first and third. Fourth question is for you, Jalil. Fourth, what are the main future period of Canada in Azerbaijan? Yeah.
Okay.
Malach, third question is for you. Why Russia is occupied Azerbaijan at the beginning of 19th century? I think we have already answered this question. And Ayhan, first question is for you, okay? please explain what you understand when we say period of Khanates in Azerbaijan. What's the role of this period in Azerbaijan history? Guys, you have 3 minutes, let's say, or 2 minutes. It's enough because, or 3 minutes. It's enough. Guys, if you want, you can use my presentation as well. I have already shared in Google Classroom. Has anyone answered questions?
Is number 3 because Azerbaijan had rulers.
Different rulers?
Yeah, different rulers.
But not only for that, because let's say that different rulers, but when there was a common enemy of someone, let's say that it happened in Germany, for example, and in 19th century, in Germany there were different states as well, but sometimes they combined their force against a common enemy, but it didn't happen in Azerbaijan. Yes, the problem was not the different states. The problem was that different states had different interests. They did not want to. So they just wanted to save their own lands. Didn't care about the rest of Azerbaijan. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm done. Can I answer my question?
Yeah, of course. Go on, please.
So the Khanates were they had independent rulers and they were independent states, and they didn't really agree with each other, so they sometimes fought with each other.
sometimes invited the foreigners, foreign states, neighbor states, to defeat their Azerbaijan as the Azerbaijan state. Yes, you see to defeat their rivals. Yeah, that was the problem. You are right. The main features: lack of the unity among Azerbaijani Khans. There wasn't a single state in Azerbaijan. Each of them wanted to just rule their own territory independently and didn't care about the unified Azerbaijan. Yes, you are right. What about Ayhan? Please explain what you understand when we talk about the period of Khanates in Azerbaijan. Why it is called period of Khanate, Ayhan?
All right. It lasted until Russian occupation.
No, first of all, please explain why this period is known as period of Khanate in Azerbaijan history.
Because it was a small kingdom.
Small kingdoms were ruled by Khans. That's why this period was called what? Khanate, yes? Khanate was a small kingdom, yes? Different small Khanates in existing Azerbaijan, you are right. So what is the role of this period in Azerbaijan history? Is it good period or bad period in Azerbaijan history?
Bad.
Of course bad. Because why? Because
Russian.
their self-interest of each Khans really harmed Azerbaijan. Yes, because Russia occupied Azerbaijan, damaged Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan lost its independence forever. Not forever, let's say more than 100 years, yes. So I think Azerbaijan lost its southern part forever, I would say, as a result of this period, Khanate period, yeah. But not northern Azerbaijan, because today's Azerbaijan is northern Azerbaijan, yes, but southern Azerbaijan is under the occupation of Iran. It's not independent, as you know. That's the problem. So why Azerbaijan lost the southern part of Azerbaijan? Because of the period of Khanates. Okay, good. Malach, I think we have already answered your question, yes? What was why
Yes.
Russia easily occupied Azerbaijan? Because there wasn't a unity among Azerbaijan Khans. They just wanted to protect their own territory. No interest to unite Azerbaijan territories. When Russia occupied Azerbaijan, Russia occupied one by one each Azerbaijan territories. When they saw that Russia occupying Azerbaijan, they did not react. Yes, they did not combine their forces. They did not unite all their forces against Russia. They just waited, and what would happen? Yes, they just negotiated with Russia in order to save their own territory. However, Russia had already occupied some part of Azerbaijan. Yes, let's say that what would happen if they combined their force against Russia? Of course, Russia couldn't occupy Azerbaijan easily. Yeah. Okay, good, guys. Can you please go to Google Classroom? I have shared the crossword and related to our today's topic.
I almost answered number 2.
Yeah, really? Do you think that Azerbaijan will attempt to unite as well as? Yeah. Have you answered this question? Why do you think that some Azerbaijan will attempt to unite Azerbaijan land? No.
I haven't.
Okay. Let me to explain why. First of all, why they failed? Because again, the answer is the same. Because each of the Azerbaijan rulers, they did not accept anyone if they wanted to unite Azerbaijan. They accepted as a threat to their independence. Because, for example, when Haji Chalabi, Shachi Khan, he tried to unite Azerbaijan territory. He attacked on other Azerbaijan Khans. They saw him as a threat to their independence. They wanted to be independent ruler. Okay, that's why. So they didn't accept anyone's power over them. Yes. Okay. Crossword, please, guys. I want to share my screen. This one. Would you like to do it independently or together?
Can I do it together?
Okay. Yeah. So historical event show that there was no unity among Azerbaijan countries. No, it's not your password. I should open your worksheet. Let me to open that. Okay, this one. Guys, when you have time, please use my material for the revision of the topics, okay? The Khanates were ruled by who was the independent ruler. The Khanates were ruled by who? Guys, these Khanates were ruled by who? What was the main title that ruled Azerbaijan independent states, or small kingdoms?
Was it Haji Kabali?
No. He was the ruler of Shechi Khanate. Yes, I'm talking about overall. What was the
Oh,
ruler of this state was called? What was the name of the title? Khan. Let me to write in chat. The Khanates ruled by Khans. Yes, Khan. Khan was the ruler of the small kingdoms in Azerbaijan. So question number 2. Population of Iravan Khanate was predominantly what? Armenians or Azerbaijanis? The population of Iravan Khanate was predominantly
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijani Turks, of course. Yeah. So question number 3. This Khanate had been founded in historical Western Azerbaijani lands. However, today its lands are a part of Armenia. It's the capital city of Armenia. Which Khanate is it? It is historical Azerbaijan territory. However, today it's Armenian territory. Yeah, it's even capital city of Armenia. Which Khanate am I talking? Look, Iravan, yes, Iravan Khanate. It's historical Azerbaijani territory, mainly predominantly populated by Azerbaijanis, but unfortunately occupied by the Armenia, and they made it capital city of their own state. Yes. Did you understand this question as well?
hello.
Question number 4. Other Azerbaijani states made alliance with which state to stop
Russia.
Haji Chalabi? No, not Russia. Yes, sometimes Russia, but if they are talking about Haji Chalabi, they made alliance with the Georgian ruler to stop Haji Chalabi's unification policy. Please look at my presentation. Haji Chalabi's unification policy. Haji Chalabi was Shechi Khan, yes, first Khan in Azerbaijan after Nadir Shah's death. So the question number 5. Because of the lack of the unity among Azerbaijani Khans, who occupied Azerbaijan northern part easily?
Was it Russia?
Yeah, but what about the southern part of Azerbaijan?
Was it Iran?
Iran, yes, you are right. Even today, it's part of Iran, yeah. So question number 6. The center of Karabakh Khanate was located in where? What was the name of city? Was the capital city of Karabakh on the top of mountain?
Is it Shusha?
Yeah, of course, it's Shusha, liberated last year by Azerbaijani military forces, which was under Armenian occupation since 1992. Yeah. So last question, the strongest Khanate in the southern Azerbaijan, I think you will not now answer this question. It's Urmia, yes, Urmia. I know it's not easy to remember all of them. Okay, can we outline this topic? So first question, the Khanate is ruled by Khan, who was independent ruler, yes. The population of Iravan Khanate was predominantly Azerbaijani Turks. This Khanate had been founded in historical Western Azerbaijan lands, but unfortunately today it's Armenian territory, yes. It is Iravan Khanate. The center of Karabakh was Shusha. Haji Chalabi wanted to unite Azerbaijan territory, but he failed because as Azerbaijan Khans, they wanted to prevent him. They made alliance with the Georgian ruler. The strongest Khanate in southern Azerbaijan was Urmia. The first independent Khanate in the northern Azerbaijan was Shechi. So because of the lack of the unity among Azerbaijani Khans, Russia easily occupied as northern Azerbaijan. But when it comes to the southern part, it was occupied by Iran. Is that clear, guys? In order to know topic very well, you need to at least to look at my presentation, guys. if you want to learn more deeply, let's say that. Okay, guys. But at least I think you learned something for today. Do you have any question?
No.
I do.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Do you make these presentations?
Mm-hmm.
Also, are there still how do you say it, like Khans in this world, like in Azerbaijan?
Mm-hmm.
Are there still like Khanates?
Khanates? Why?
Khanates.
Khanates. I usually call it Khanates. I don't know. In Azerbaijan language, it's called Khanlık. Yeah.
Yep.
But in English language, there is no word, the relevant word to explain it. Yeah. It's just kingdom, small kingdom ruled by the person titled Khan. Yes.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. I wanted to ask: are there still Khans in Azerbaijan?
Of course, no. Azerbaijan is independent, united Azerbaijan Republic. Yes, today. It's independent, united Azerbaijan. All Azerbaijan territories, which was previously Khanates, all of them united in one single state after Russian occupation ended in Azerbaijan. Yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Russia canceled all these independent Khanates and they ruled Azerbaijan. Then later, Russia Empire collapsed and Azerbaijan became independent, but in a single state, not different states. Okay, guys. Good. Okay, bye-bye. If you have any question, I would be happy to hear, but if you don't have any question, have a nice weekend.
Bye. You too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.